Got some timbers. Hello folks, Andy here and welcome back on board Potemkin. It's sort of 5 o'clock-ish I think. Been at workshop all day, so just come out for some fresh air and do a bit more on this boat, because I've finished putting the Celotex down this side. We've got these bands to go on, so I want to crack on. I'd have been here a bit earlier, but bloke next door got me, didn't he? Oh the hell, he can rattle him. Old Steve, he's always got problems. I always want to tell you all his problems. You get people like that, don't you? So anyway, apparently it's piles, and he asked me to have a look, but I said no. Not got my cap lamp, mate. Not having a look. Anyway, he's off for a few weeks now on boat, so we'll get a bit more done. Don't interrupt you every 2 minutes, you know. No, only kidding, Steve. You're a great bloke. Right, that's a bit thicker, but they should still work alright. I'm hoping I don't have to mess around pre-drilling about. So let's have a go. That's what we've got now. So starting at this end, where that swim goes round there, obviously that's going to be, have to have a taper on it. So what I'm going to do to kick things off is we're going to start here, end of that angle. Vertical one there, and then I'll put them every 600 vertically, so we can catch the end of the board and the beginning of the next board as it's put on. So we've got to cut a little pocket out of this now, so this goes back to the wall. That's it. So we'll get a screw in bottom. We don't want it all the way down to the floor, so you don't want them floorboards getting trapped in there. It's doing it. It's a bit tougher than I thought, man. A bit squashed here. There she goes. Better make sure she don't go through hull. That's got it. So we'll just square this up off at angle. There we go. Ooh. We'll do a seat here. There we go. Broke bloody end off, hasn't it? You swine. Right, we're getting there now. When I got one, two, maybe another 4, and then I'm up as far as I can on this side with cupboard on. So that's alright. Progressing okay now. Got screws going in alright, straight in now, no problem. Got the knack of it. So need to chop some of these up, just chop a couple by hand, but so that's hard work. So we'll get Mr. Choppy going. Right, I'll cut a couple more while I'm there. Doesn't half make life easier having a chop saw. Not much quicker. These timbers I'm using were the original frames that I did have up on the walls, and they were sat in this gap here. And I was putting these frames all along. Changed my mind with that. It wasn't going to work very well, they're going to be floppy. And so I'm boarding it all with 18mm ply all the way along and cut out for windows. And then I'll have I'm not exactly sure on top of it, but we'll make it up as we go along. So anyway, I've been following 1 or 2 people on YouTube, I suppose. If you're watching this, you haven't. Right, that should do us for tonight, because once I finish this bit, that's it for the day. Time to go home. Yeah, so watching people on YouTube, building a narrowboat with Nanny and Grandad, 2 young ones, and the grandparents building a narrowboat and doing a good job of it all. Very thorough. Aidy, the chap, very thorough what he does. And his missus is building stuff and painting it. So Nanny's doing a good job as well. And I watch that. You learn things off people if you watch. You know, free advice, isn't it? It's a world of knowledge to be given out. People will pass it on, hopefully. Pass your skills on, let people learn. But anyway, watching them 2, they're doing a good job anyway. A brand new boat, looks lovely. And they've lined it all out, I think, Sotex and everything, and everything's foamed up and what have you, which I'll foam in along these joints when I've done. So I enjoy watching them 2. Oh, them 4. And there's it. The one now I bought that James built. He's doing up an old Springer. And he's just come a bit of a cropper with it because it's sprung a leak. It's all over plated. So I don't know where his leak's coming from. It could be anywhere. If you overplate something like that, water gets in somewhere. It could be other end of the boat to where you find your leak. So I hope he finds it, sorts it out. Well, he has found it actually, but he's got to sort it out. Oh, he hasn't. He's found where it's coming out. He hasn't found where it's going in. That's the thing. The easy bit is finding where it comes out. I think I'll be wanting all that plating off. I'd cut it all off. I know it's different. Do it yourself, but get the plating off and have a look what's really wrong with it. And there's precious jet. That's what an engine that boat's got. It's an old, I don't know anything about engines really, but it's one of the old impressive engines we see. There we are, just get comfy on this seat, you can press on it right and they're going. So faith's restored in them because they've never failed me yet. What else? Which others do I watch? Oh, the couple, they're not far from me, from here. The couple we had one before where they built a boat, electric one, winging it, the tight Yorkshiremen. Why do they call us tight Yorkshiremen? I don't know. There's my tape. Up here where I put it, memory's going. So yeah, winging it, I think it's called. Oh no, boating on a budget. And they keep saying they're winging it. And they've got a boat, a steel hull and a sort of fiberglass top, I think. And they're restoring that. They've emptied it like this one. And that's what they're doing. And they're doing a good job of that. They're just in Sheffield somewhere, so they're not far. And they've just been making a shower tray. So he's made it. He's got some fiberglass kit and some resin and that, and building a wooden box and fiberglass in it, so it's waterproof. Well, they say it's waterproof. And he's having a duck board in it to stand on, and below that he's going to have his pump, so the pump's within the shower, which is a good idea that, because if they spring a leak you've got to get under there to get it, you know, you've got to put them in with easy access because they will leak, you know. Might be a couple of years or whatever it might be, most things like that will leak in the end. The seal will degrade or something. So my idea was a wet room with a sort of a trough at the back with the pump in it, sort of root arm going down. It'll be easy access for maintenance, however I do it. We'll make it up. And it'll be 8 when it's done. Yeah, oh, nearly there, nearly time for home. It's nice now, just cooled down, nice evening on the marina. You see hear the wildlife, there's a bit of wind, the trees are rustling, it's pleasant, you know. Wow, get in. That's in that baby. So they're doing good, these tool stations too. Yeah. Technology which screws these days, advanced beyond belief. You know, I don't know, they're hardened and they cut their own way in, and they've got wings on them, that spirals, and they cut through steel and everything. I mean, that's impressive, that 3mm of steel here. Really straight through it. If I were a big strappy lad, they'd go in a lot easier. They ain't coming out. What we got? Oh, we got 2 more and that'll be it for the evening. There are a couple of channels I enjoy watching. A couple of guys who are touring. There's Narrowboat Will. He's a good steady boat, what he shows you. Enjoy watching his channels. He does maintenance on boats as well. And so I learned from him already. Because I'm not an expert on boats. He knows his stuff and that. A good vid on painting them. Because this needs a touch up outside, I'd say. A little bit of a touch up. And well, somewhere along the line. The outside can wait. There's a good series. A chap, and I was actually there. It's at Debdale Wharf near Fox and Locks. John Bernard. He's a narrowboat painter. This boat was here for a month when I was moving it up here from when I bought it. And I wondered what was going on in this polytunnel, and I went to have a look, and that was a chap there who was painting the boat. So I think it takes him about 6 weeks or something to paint a boat. He's put some good advice out, you know. He's there on the net for free on YouTube. John Bernard, talking you through stripping all the steel off with the paint, you know, get it back to steel, and he preps it with, you know, rust treatment. And what is it? I think it's 10 coats of paint, a 10 coat process he uses. Something like four primers. Is it 3 undercoats and 3 top coats, something like that. 10 coats of paint, flipping out. It's alright if you got polytunnel and you got it's dry and everything, you know. I don't know where I'm going to go and paint mine, it'll just be outside. As long as we get a good coat of paint on it and it looks nice, that'll do me. So they're holding well now. As I said, I will be cutting along the top of these and a box section in here, so it'll come out here, and box section here coming out. It's going to look something like that. But I've got to figure it, because the board's going in here like that, and that's going to be there. So I've got to blind this somehow. I'm not sure yet. Got to blind it. Oh, that'll cut it off. Yeah, well, we'll make it up one day. So the last one for tonight's endeavours anyway. Getting hungry. I think it's about 7 o'clock now. I would have been in earlier if Auntie got caught with Steve out here. X marks the spot, you know. I don't know what's behind that. at what we've got. Here we go. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16 of them there. I don't think I need any horizontal longitudinal timbers. I use a decent thickness ply, that'll not flop off anyway. Some of these want holding back a bit, that's got a sprain on it. That's spraying that one out. So I'll get a bracket on that, pull it back. Or if it don't pull back, I'll get another bit of timber. In fact, I might just turn that around, it might just work turn, it might be a bit of a bend in it. So I hope like that will overcome it. So that's it, a couple hours work there, got them in. So she's beginning to look like like boats that's being built now. Anyway, I thought I got away with it, but Steve's been round again. He's been looking through cupboards and that. He's found my cap lamp, so he's waiting for me. I've got to go and have a look anyway.